All of these photos are from Philadelphia with various public sources. There was neighborhoods in Philadelphia that lacked plumbing even until the year 2000. This photo looks apocalyptic here, cows in an abandoned lot. The next couple of photos are of back alleyways, likely in the city center. This is one of the hundreds of back alleys, but this one is made of stone. Many of these communities, you could call them walkways, alleyways, terraces. You cannot drive a car on these. These are walkable houses, but these, in the 1950s, they wanted parking for every person, so they wanted to clear this old style community of walking only, but that kind of ruins it. So like, here we go, we have an alleyway with a guy pumping water. He doesn't have plumbing. The story of this house was that 40 people were living in it in dilapidated conditions. Philly resembles England in this picture. Here we see a white slum in the River Wards area. The kids are dirty with soot from their furnaces. Here we can see urban renewal in the 1950s, but they didn't clear it, they just revitalized. And another fine looking street in the Rittenhouse area. The next couple of photos are of Society Hill in the 1950s, which was one of the first slum clearances, and they didn't tear it down, they fixed a lot of it, but they tore a lot of it down as well. This side street here resembles North Philly today, but this is actually in the heart of the city. This is Old City in a bad condition near Christ Church. This looks like Dock Street, could be wrong, but it has the awnings in derelict condition. Here we can see a parade, likely downtown in a well-kept up area, and then this is your average residential area in solid condition, middle class. And here's black area with good houses. It looks like Diamond Street. And this is a street gang 1973 classic photo. And this is a housing estate public project with grass lawn and abandoned Kensington Station here on the Pennsylvania Railroad. These are classic homes at Somerset and Hope Street. They have the red brick style. Great shot, great filter, showing Philadelphia cityscape culture. Much of this was cleared in the 1950s for urban renewal and I-95. This is all gone today. It's Temple University. This is the Jolly Post Inn at Frankfurt and Orthodox, built 1680, was a major stop on the road from New York City to Philadelphia, the first road between those big cities. They stopped at the Jolly Post in Frankfurt. Much of the city was in derelict condition in the 1950s. It took lots of funding from the federal government to fix this up. This is a classic street scene, likely in lower North Philadelphia. This is Douglas Street off of Lehigh Avenue. This is what houses looked like when they were first built. And this is West Wallace Street. It used to be a slum, now it's worth $1 million. This is Society Hill in the 1950s. Today it's desirable. This is 20th and Carpenter. Herman's Money Loan, 22nd and Cecil B. Moore Avenue. This is 27th and Montgomery Street. It is gone. This is 30th and Cabot Street off of Thompson. It has been fixed up. This building is still there at 13th and Cambridge Street. Spencer Industries moved from Masher Street in Kensington to the suburbs. Philly has a vibrant Vietnamese population. Many live in South Philly. Parkside is a neighborhood in West Philly near Fairmount Park. It is also near the zoo. It is marred by gang violence. They have these very nice homes, but they are abandoned. This is at 19th and York. It has been demolished. This is at Broad and Cater. Great location, but it was torn down. This is an alleyway behind 41st and Lancaster called Olive Street. This area is also plagued by gang violence. These homes on Palace Street in West Philly are abandoned, but they have a fake window and fake door. This is at 13th and Westmoreland. It has been demolished. This is at Warnock and Indiana Streets, the Badlands of Philadelphia. It has been demolished. This area of Edding Street was demolished in 2015. This is the area north of Girard College, and I will show a picture today. Most of the homes are gone, and this is Housing Authority. The picture before, they were full. And this is the same area, full housing, and I will show a picture now. 24th and Bolton, 24th and Oxford, all gone. Housing Authority today. This is 7th and Bainbridge, a black slum in the East Durham ward of Philadelphia. This is a back alleyway in Philadelphia. North Philly's tradition of horse and buggy lasted long, and it's still today. That's Diamond Street. And this is Manayunk in 1922. Great photo. This is Manayunk 1918 shacks. These people worked in the mill. And this is South Philadelphia. This is 10th and Montrose, an Italian slum. My family lived right here. Montgomery Street, these classic Philly houses have been converted to gentrified gray $1 million houses. This is in Strawberry Mansion, a dangerous little elevator area. This is the 1400 block of Clymer Street in Philadelphia, in South Philadelphia. And this block was gentrified. It was bought and torn down. So the property taxes in this brick home estate were $700, and it went up to $5,000 after gentrification. They have been demolished. A prime example of gentrification in the Devil's Pocket neighborhood. And this is the view today. Terrible clearance. Terrible. This is the historic neighborhood of St. Paul, St. Luke, and Hunting Park, Germantown. These are old photos, 1700s Philly. These houses went recently abandoned at 12th and Christian. They were built in the 1800s. This is Old City and Society Hill during urban renewal in 1950s. The next two pictures are of Juniper Street between Catherine and Bainbridge in derelict condition in the year 2008. These have been demolished and gentrified. These homes near Broad and Bainbridge were demolished in 2008. These are the last 4 photos of this video. I take these pictures. They are on South Broad Street, and they are classic businesses: the Dolphin Tavern, the Gas Works, Phillips Restaurant abandoned, and the Boot and Saddle. And these are all classic signs, establishments on South Broad Street.